everybody. Welcome to Why Now Stories. We are here with episode
2.
We're back, episode 2. Now, with races canceled and group training on hold, and of course, post-workout brunches on the back burner, we want to know, why are you still out there? We are so excited to be back with episode 2, but there's a little bit of housekeeping from episode 1.
So
right?
It seems that I may have made a mispronunciation somewhere along the line. It is actually Jen Arstikitis.
So
there we go. See?
So
I goofed. It wouldn't have
we're
just
very sorry, Jen.
Thing too. And I've known her a lot longer, although it seems that you guys have been friends on Insta for quite a while. So
yes, we've remedied that connection. So yes. I've met Jen. I've met her. So.
There we go. Yes, I apologize, Jen, and I will, going forward, pronounce it correctly, or just call you Jen.
Excellent. So, all right, well, on to episode 2, and I think there's probably only one way to pronounce her name, so I certainly hope we're going to get it right this time.
Absolutely.
Who do we have?
Going to chat about Angela Cowan.
Angela. Wonderful.
Yeah, no, she is absolutely wonderful. Oh, we're just moving ahead here, aren't we?
Sometimes we just get a little quick happy. Okay, let's introduce Angela before we hit over to her, what her slides are about. So exactly. Angela is a familiar face to anyone who's been at the Ontario Five Peaks Trail Series. You have likely seen her. She's obviously running, as you can see in this photo, but she also does a lot of volunteering. So if you've ever had one of those juicy oranges or tucked into a bagel post-race, it's possible that Angela was helping cut it all up.
And I believe she's actually typically doing registration for you as well.
Amazing. That's so great. Thank you.
For the first smiley face you get to see.
Yay.
Before mine.
All right. So we're going to talk about her why, and then we'll get into how things might have changed.
Exactly. So Angela is... Eric's having a bit of a hard time tonight, as we can tell. So, please tell me about Angela.
I am happy to tell you about Angela. So what I think is really neat about what Angela has brought to running is that she's long used fitness in general and running in particular as stress management, which we can all relate to. I think even if you don't get into it for that, you experience that. She finds it to be very grounding and meditative. But what is really unique to Angela's story is her focus on injury recovery. So any runner has experienced injury, but Angela dealt with quite a few. She had a roller ski injury, and then she also had a pinched hamstring, which was significant and really put her out of the running game. And for Angela, she struggled with what she'd lost. Missing out on her running and missing out on her fitness was really frustrating. And she had the experience that we all dread, which is that sports med doc who tells you you're never going to run again. And nobody likes to hear that.
No, and that's when you run from that doctor to find another doctor. The answer that you want.
Exactly.
There is the one.
So she really focused on that injury recovery, and she took a really disciplined approach. She used a lot of other types of modalities, yoga included, to really recover from that injury.
Huge amount of time doing yoga.
Yeah. And really understands that element of injury recovery and how important it is. So she wasn't, I feel better, I'm going to go running again, which a lot of us do. She really took a disciplined approach, and it paid off because she was able to get back out running again, which is really exciting. So let's flip and see what else she was sharing with us. So for her, it was getting back into running and realizing that trail was something she really wanted to try. And she had some friends who had done the Five Peaks Trail Series before. So she decided that she would volunteer. And she was really nervous. She spoke about being really nervous that first time coming out. And I can totally relate to that. Pardon?
Aren't we all?
Are you?
I was, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I still remember the first time I went. It was just, there was that little bit of race day anxiety. It's a new format. It was first trail race. Yeah. I remember it vividly, but yes.
Great. Okay. I think that's fun for our viewers to hear, because you often see the race director as sort of this like pedestal approach to what's going on. So to
I'm
know
still
that
on the pedestal.
you still want to be on the pedestal. I
Yeah,
know.
no,
Yeah.
no, I
Well,
still
when you can't get on the podium, I guess it's the next best thing when you can't get on the podium. So yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
He wants to give a hand gesture, but he's not going to because this is
Oh God,
professional.
no.
Anyway, back to Angela. So yes, she came
Yes.
and she volunteered, and for her it was really overcoming those setbacks and connecting with community. And she felt so inspired by what was going on around her that she wanted to run. And so she started out as a volunteer, but quickly transitioned into a runner and participated in several Ontario 5 Peaks Trail Series races, which is really great too. And you can see in her photos, which is awesome.
She actually does both. All last year I'd see her at registration table, and then then I'd see her at the start line, and then see her at the finish line. So it was actually kind of really cool to kind of see how she's transitioned over the past couple of years, from volunteer to runner to volunteer and runner, and now with us.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so now we don't have our race series. She's not heading out to the 5 Peaks events, and again, she's shown that that's been a big part of her season. And so when May hits, you know that Angela's ready for 5 Peaks experiences. And so what she's doing now is she's trying to find some lake trails. She is spending some time on her treadmill. She's doing some online workouts with a variety of different services that are keeping her active. And because again, she really understands what it feels like to have that taken away from you. So she's not going to lose that momentum, and she's not going to lose that fitness because it's too important to her. And I think for a lot of people who've experienced really intense injury or have gone through physical limitations that have prevented them from running, when they get back into it, they never take that for granted again. And I think that Angela really embodies that and shows that off in what she does. And she's been taking on some virtual races. She's approaching the 10K women's TO one. Maybe that already happened, actually. Eric,
last week or 2 weeks ago, I think. Yes.
Awesome. So maybe Angela can send us a picture of that day if she took one that we could put up on Instagram, because it'd be fun to see her after her virtual race. So that'd be great. So that's what she's focusing on. That's what's keeping her going, keeping her busy. And I think again that why now for her is recognizing that no matter what's going on around her, whether it's race season, whether we're in distancing situations, she knows that her fitness, what she does is for her, and it's to keep her well and keep her healthy and keep her happy. And I really look forward. These are the people we miss, right? We miss those people who fill us with a lot of joy and such. So I want you to share what her big goal is for next year, because I love the folks who really got the eye on 2021, and she definitely does.
Yeah, and it's a big goal. So it is the 5 Peaks Half Marathon Series.
Woo!
So 3 of them, and they're challenging. She's going to have to work for it, which is good, and I know she'll do it. So it's a ton of fun. But yeah, really excited for her. And definitely, I mean, she's using this year with some of the different virtual races and stuff like that. So I know some of the challenges she's been part of have really, they're keeping her focused on what 2021 is going to be all about for her.
Yeah, I think it's amazing. And having done a couple of the halves and knowing how difficult they are, but knowing that drive that Angela has, I really look forward to being at the finish line and cheering her through, because that's a big accomplishment.
Well, it is. I mean, just marking the trail, I know is difficult enough. I actually have to run it.
Yes. The running of it, all of it is challenging, but
no, but I'm really excited to see her kind of put all the training in and pulling it off for her for next year.
Yay, Angela! We will be cheering for you at the finish line, the start line, and the registration line, because you're still volunteering before you run.
Yeah, there's no backing out. I mean, once she's in part of the family, that's it. It's like trail mafia. It's
We're in it to win it.
Exactly.
And what did she leave us with? I think it's something you like.
I have to say, her training partner, absolutely one of my favorites.
Kind of a babe.
Kind of a babe.
Yo.
That little face. Oh my gosh. So sweet. Yes, this is Angela's training partner. And it seems the training partner seems to enjoy the time with her on the trails.
And that's a big part too, is when you've got your furry friend as a companion. I can imagine that even though Angela's not participating in community because those events aren't happening, like she's got her pal with her, which is, you know, I do envy folks who have a dog that they get to run with, or a cat that they put on a leash and take to the conservation area, which is
Yeah,
something our friends do.
Ralph's just not ready for running.
There
He's
you
got
go.
the hang of the trails. You know, we got him out this morning, and it was absolutely adorable to see him get out there. I think he actually walked for about a kilometer and a half. So,
Wow,
oh,
fun.
I know he's so
That's
cute.
so nice. That's
But
great.
look at that little face there. So,
Yeah, we
anyways,
know you.
Gushy.
You love the furry people.
I love the furry people.
Yes,
So,
amazing. All right. Well, Angela, thank you so much for your story. I think that everyone watching and listening is really going to relate to a lot of what you shared. And also, I think that the injury prevention and keeping your eye on that, especially during this time when a lot of people are pursuing mileage goals. And I know that Angela's one of them. She's doing one of the Happy Trails distance challenges in the month. And you know that takes a wear and tear on everything, and so just remember to keep rolling and keep mobility and keep strength and stay focused so that you can keep running and keep happy.
exactly.
Yay.
All right. Well, it was always a pleasure seeing you, even if it is just.
Ah. I'm like, okay, we're done, bye. No, just kidding. Just kidding, everybody. I love him.
Sometimes. All right.
Okay,
Have yourself a wonderful one, and we'll chat later. High
see you
five.
on the next one. Bye, everybody.
High five.
Oh,
Okay, fine.
I don't know which way. We're digital.
All right. See ya.
Bye.